If you guys are in need of any grinding services, hit up my guy Rose NBA on Twitter. From domination to getting you guys a 95 plus overall hidden gem, he does it all. What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be taking a brief look at the new cards coming to NBA 2K25 MyTEAM with the mic drop set tomorrow. Now, the tweet that my team put out said this: mic drop is dropping tomorrow, featuring ballers turned podcasters and broadcasters. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of like this type of a themed set. And maybe it's just me. Maybe you guys aren't, vibing with this set, but I kind of like it. Now, I don't think all of these cards are hidden gem cards either, because when I went to look for like a Paul George, I actually couldn't find the card. However, some of the cards probably are hidden gems, like a Jalen Brunson. We have a Galaxy Opal hidden gem version of him. Gilbert Arenas, I do believe in the game. I do believe Cedric Maxwell is in the game as well. And so those are the things to kind of think about. I do want to make sure that this Paul George isn't currently in the game as I am looking at the cards. And it looks like, yeah, there actually is a Paul George. So never mind. Forget what I'm talking about. All of these cards are in the game already. So if you want to look at their specific overalls, we'll take a brief look at them here today. You obviously can do that. But I mean, I'm kind of one right now. I don't think any of these new cards are going to be that game breaking. Like, the market's going to be what the market's going to be. And honestly, I feel like right now is a great time to actually pick up cards still to this day. Like, if you want to buy cards, I do think right now it is the right time. So that's kind of my thing for you guys. Like, I've spent up on LeBron, I've spent up on Dr. J. Both those cards are better than any card we're getting tomorrow. But let's break down all of the cards that are going to be coming to my team tomorrow. But I want to start it off with Robert Horry. This is your Sapphire card that is going to be coming to the game tomorrow. With Robert Horry, 6'10", only has 62 speed. Yikes. His release is going to be good, but the 62 speed on that card is just not going to be doing the job. Paul George Ruby card up next. Here's the good part about Paul George. Defensively, he's going to be able to hold it down. The bad part is he does not have shooting guard eligibility. He's fine, though. Doesn't even come with on-ball menace. Honestly, I think this Paul George leaves quite a bit to be desired. Like, I'm not hating on the card, but when I am looking at Paul George, I don't think the card's perfect or anything like that. He's fine if you do want to pick the card up, but again, don't think he's going to, be a great card for your specific squad. He's fine, but he's not necessarily my favorite budget card in the entire game. Next, we do see Andrew Bogut as an Amethyst. This card is going to be absolutely horrible. Like, genuinely, 7 feet tall, can't shoot, 37 speed. Yikes, what are we really talking about? The next card we're getting tomorrow, Darius Miles. Release-wise, Brook Lopez base is horrible. Everything else about this card is going to be absolutely fantastic. But you cannot tell me Darius Miles with this Brook Lopez base is going to be great, because honestly, I'm just simply not going to believe you. That release is not going to be good in my team. Going to leave a lot to be desired. Look, I get it, right? I get why people want to maybe hype this card up. But again, that release is going to be dog water. Badge-wise, nearly perfect. And maybe on current gen, you can use that release. But on next gen, it is dog water. Steven Jackson up next. 88 3-ball, 88 speed, great defense. I remember when this card first came out at the start of 2K, people were hyping up Steven Jackson. So I'm not going to sit up here in front of you guys and act like Steven Jackson can't play, because I don't mind the card whatsoever. I think this card is going to be a card that can play and compete at a decent level. 6'8", 6'10 wingspan, good 3-ball, good speed. Defensively is going to be an absolute beast. I'm a massive fan of Steven Jackson. Jeff Teague has to have one of the funniest podcasts. Like, he's just a troll, dude. He's a 93, it says, but tomorrow we're getting a 94. That doesn't make any sense. This card's going to stink, though. Jeff Teague is not going to be, I don't even want to say playable in the game. He's going to be really, really, really bad. Lou Will up next. Point guard eligibility, 94 3-ball, 94 speed. Defensively is 0 badges. Lou Will base. We'll see. I'm not expecting him to be very good. Quentin Richardson up next. Let's look at Q Rich, a 93 3-ball, 85 speed. Defensively, not great. Comes with some good shooting badges. Al Horford release is not getting the job done. Yikes for Quentin Richardson. And you're seeing a lot of these cards be pretty big yikes. Josh Hart can't play shooting guard. 93 ball, 88 speed, solid defensively. I actually really like this Josh Hart card, but he's a weird card. Like, he's such a weird card because honestly, he comes with some great badges, a complete card in the game, but he's only 6'4". And so that's the weird part about Josh Hart. He's very, very, very good, but he's only 6'4". So I don't know how high I can really be on him. JJ up next. Is JJ... Oh, I put 2 Ds. That's my fault. JJ Redick does not have point guard eligibility. 76 speed. Yikes for JJ Redick. Please, can the Wolves beat JJ Redick in the Lakers tonight for me, please? Cedric Maxwell up next. Let's start with the release. Default small base. Fine. Pro dribble style hotspots are good. 72 3-ball is crazy for Cedric Maxwell. You can't tell me I'm wrong. Like, that is an absolute crazy, crazy, crazy stat for the card. Defensively, he's going to be a beast, going to handle the ball, dunk the ball. But that 72 3-ball is absolutely abysmal for Cedric Maxwell. Gilbert Arenas up next. Let's take a look. 6'4", Desumo base, 94 3-ball, 93 speed. Solid enough defense. He's fine. Gilbert's not great, though. And last but certainly not least, Jalen Brunson. And I'm just going to sit up here and say tomorrow's drop is low-key kind of garbage. I'm not going to hate too much, but it kind of is a garbage drop. Jalen Brunson's going to shoot the ball well. Badge-wise is okay. But honestly, when I'm looking at these cards, nobody is worth picking up outside of this card right here. This is your only card tomorrow that's coming out that I am a massive fan of is Steven Jackson. Every other card I can do without, genuinely. And I'm not trying to hate on any of these cards because a lot of these cards are fine, but I could do without the rest of these cards. Steven Jackson is fantastic, but the rest of these cards, when I'm going over, breaking them down, looking at them, I'm just like okay, well, like, are they really doing anything for me? I don't think so. Steven Jackson is really good on the court. Outside of him, I mean, there's not a whole lot to look at with this drop tomorrow. So hopefully that helps you guys out. And again, I'm not the highest on the drop tomorrow. If you want to pick up any of these cards, at the end of the day, guys, do what you guys got to do. Have fun with the game. I'm just telling you, I'm not the biggest fan of the cards coming tomorrow. And that's fine, right? Like, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I just am not a fan of the cards coming tomorrow whatsoever. So that's me and my personal opinion. You guys can let me know your thoughts on each and every one of them down below in the comments. Maybe you guys really like the Ruby Paul George. It's just like, to me, he doesn't even come with on-ball menace. Lacks quite a bit. I don't mind the Josh Hart card, but again, I just don't see a whole ton when we're looking at these cards. Drop a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.